him under that if you want to play good defense.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop in 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Operating from the red zone now. Allen being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Now a man who began his career as a Saint, this is Chris Ivory. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-9. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's got it. This is Bilal Powell. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, That route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On third and short to give to the tight end. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter.
Leopard! No, check, Patriot!
This is the running back, Powell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On first down, it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, here's Crowell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Third and 2, Darnold. This is caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. On the ground with a tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away, maybe that's the way they should look at it.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LeSean McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Curley's got it complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Steve McClendon. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily enough.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Lawson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Hot!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go now!
Allen now looking to throw on second down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 56. 319. 319.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Another run. This time it's Ivory. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Detroit!
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go again to McCoy. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And able to find Curley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Leopard! Leopard!
This goes to McCoy. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. A give to McCoy. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on second down. He's going to float, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. Macklin, the intended receiver. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And an Allen run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the play, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. And now they'll throw with Allen. Airing one out from Macklin, deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Bills on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bills on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give it to Ivory. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Steve McClendon able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
The pitch to Crowell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. So in jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. In on the stop, Kevin Minter. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Again, it's McCoy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Bills on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Jordan Jenkins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trent Murphy in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
The Jets on the move, couple of big plays back-to-back.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Buffalo, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time.